that on? Yeah. Mr. Chairman, I'm just going to start with a couple of quick comments about the big picture. This committee exists to serve as the foundation for our constitutional authority over the federal budget. According to our founding document, control over the federal purse begins, colleagues, in this room. Right now, Donald Trump and Elon Musk are making a mockery out of the constitutional authority I've cited with brazen acts of lawlessness on a daily basis. Trump and Musk seem to have gutted funding for cancer research. Folks in red states get cancer too. They've gutted higher education funding. We've seen students all over the Hill the last couple of days. Students in red states are going to suffer. And communities that depend on community colleges and universities as job centers and economic engines suffer too. Community health centers and rural hospitals teeter on the edge. Farmers are missing payments they're owed by the government. All of this is happening as a result of an unconstitutional power grab by the wealthiest man in the world, a man who paid for an election but received no votes. My view is senators can either stand up and fight, or they can beg for charity, as some already have begun to do, from those who are ripping our democracy apart. I wouldn't plan on that second approach working out for very long. Now I want to move to the resolution before us. I wish that we were having a real discussion about fixing the border. To do that, you got to start with the facts, and here's the Republican record. There was an effort in 2007 to get a bipartisan agreement on immigration. Republicans tanked it. There was another opportunity in 2013. A bipartisan bill even reached the Senate floor. Again, Republicans tanked it. Yet again in 2024, with an even more conservative proposal led by Jim Lankford, the Republicans tanked that as well. My view is Donald Trump doesn't really have a plan to fix the border. He's going to yell about the border. He's going to look tough while he's doing it. And apparently this committee is going to spend more than $100 billion of real money to help him with all that posturing. Now to the budget for today. This is about setting up a glide path to achieve two major Republican goals: giving another round of tax breaks to the ultra-wealthy and paying for it by ripping health insurance away from tens of millions of Americans, particularly in Medicaid. Now, Congress used to make bipartisan progress on Medicaid. We've got a lot of finance members around, and some remember that. That era of bipartisan progress on Medicaid, colleagues, closed in 2017 when Donald Trump first tried to gut it. He would have succeeded if not for a thumbs down from the late John McCain. In the days and weeks ahead here in the Senate, there's going to be an effort to keep the Medicaid cuts hidden behind the curtain, but they're going to come sooner or later. House Republicans have been floating documents talking about $2 trillion. According to press reports, House Speaker Mike Johnson is expected to release a budget with between $1 and $2 trillion in cuts to the social safety net, with the Medicaid program target number 1. And I'd like to just comment briefly on the comments made by my colleague from Idaho. What he's been describing on this nursing home rule, the Republicans would literally take the nurse out of a nursing home. It would eliminate requirements that nursing homes have at least one nurse on site 24/7. That proposal that apparently they're talking about on the Republican side is going to make it harder for seniors in a nursing home to get a shower, go to the toilet, or get their meals on time. I don't think this is where the country wants to go. I'm going to fight this every step of the way. This goes back to Gray Panther days. This is real business if you're talking about cutting senior citizens on nursing homes. The fact is, this Medicaid budget is what keeps older people and the vulnerable out of squalor and destitution. Medicaid pays for 2 out of 3 nursing home beds in America. It provides home and community-based care for millions more, which is essential for Americans with disabilities. Where are our seniors going to turn to when nursing homes no longer accept Medicaid? And it's an essential building block for kids as well. Medicaid is especially important, and senators know this because we are a rural institution. Medicaid is a lifeline. It is the survival tool in rural America. If Republicans got Medicaid, rural America is going to become a healthcare desert. We're already seeing they're having problems delivering babies in rural America. To the vulnerable people whose lives are made worse as a result of these cuts, it's going to be cold comfort that their hardship allows some billionaire pal of some of these secretaries and Donald Trump to get a bigger yacht or more art for their private collection. We should not fall down on the job here. We ought to be defending the Constitution and making it possible for all Americans to have a chance to get ahead. We want people to do well. We appreciate it. But we don't want the breaks just to go to the people at the top. We want all Americans to get ahead. Those are our values, and that's what we're going to fight for. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.